Okay, good morning to everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. I think in the last class I gave one practice problem. So anybody got the answer for that problem? That is, again, I will write the problem. If sine of theta plus I phi equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha. Okay, prove that cos square theta equal to plus or minus sin alpha. This is a problem I gave. So first observe that what is given here. Okay, so here sine of theta plus I pi. So you know that sine of using sine of a plus b formula, you can write the first it is given sine of theta plus I phi is equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha. Okay. Now apply sine of a plus b in the left hand side. So you'll get sine theta into cos I phi plus cos theta into sin I phi. That is the left hand side. Right hand side you have what? Cos alpha plus I sin alpha. So you can write sin theta into cos I phi. Cos I phi is cos h phi plus cos theta sin I phi is I sin h phi equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha. So now compare the real and imaginary part. So what is the real part? The left hand side, sin theta into cos h phi equal to cos alpha. So this is the real part. Here, this is the real part on the right hand side. Similarly, on the imaginary part in the left hand side is what? Cos theta into sin h phi. Okay, which is equal to sin alpha. Okay. So now the hint is, so this is a hint. Okay, that is we need to prove what? Cos square theta equal to plus or minus sin alpha. I have in the final answer I have only theta and alpha. So but here you have theta pi alpha. So from this we observe that phi is not in the final answer. So that means we need to eliminate phi. So how to eliminate phi? Okay. So you should write from this cos h phi is equal to cos alpha divided by sin theta. Similarly, from this you can write sin h phi equal to sin alpha divided by cos theta. And you know that cos h square phi minus sin h square phi equal to 1. So from this you can eliminate phi. So I need to prove what? I need to prove this is this one. So now I am going to use the identity since cos h square theta, or if I write theta, you'll get confused. Okay, so cos h square phi minus sin h square phi equal to 1. So now What is cos h square phi? It is cos square alpha, cos alpha by sin theta whole square. The next step I will write, and this implies cos alpha divided by sin theta whole square minus sin h phi. Sin h phi is sin alpha by cos theta whole square. Is equal to 1. Okay, so now you can write this is what? Cos square alpha, okay, divided by sin square theta minus sin square alpha divided by cos square theta equal to 1. So now take LCM. LCM is sin square theta into cos square theta. So here you have cos square alpha into cos square theta minus sin square alpha into sin square theta equal to 1. Okay, so now just cross multiply sin square theta into cos square theta, you will get cos square alpha into cos square theta minus sin square alpha into sin square theta equal to sin square theta into cos square theta. So again, now I am going to see what I need. So depending upon the requirement, I need to proceed. So I need cos square theta and sin alpha. Suppose if I have cos square alpha, then I need to write 1 minus sin square alpha. Suppose if I have sin square theta, then I will write sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. So this is the idea. So now cos square alpha, I don't need cos square alpha. So but I need a sin alpha. Okay. So that's why I'm going to write 1 minus sin square alpha. Next cos square alpha, cos square theta. Okay. I have cos square theta, so I don't want to disturb cos square theta. Minus sin square alpha. Okay. But I have sin alpha, so okay, keep it sin square alpha. Similarly, sin square theta, I don't have in the final answer sin square theta, but I have cos square theta. So 1 minus cos square theta. Similarly, sin square theta, you can write 1 minus cos square theta into cos square theta. So now multiply. If you multiply, you have what? Cos square theta. I'll write from here because otherwise I don't have a space. So cos square theta minus sin square alpha into cos square theta minus sin square alpha plus sin square alpha into cos square theta, which is equal to cos square theta minus cos power 4 theta. I think the second term and the fourth term gets cancelled, and you can cancel cos square theta and cos square theta. Remaining you have minus sin square alpha is equal to minus cos power 4 theta. So I will write minus cos power 4 theta equal to minus sin square alpha. So minus minus gets cancelled. Okay, now from this, taking square on both sides, square root. So cos square theta equal to plus or minus sin alpha. So this is the I need to this. Okay, but initially you may find difficult. I understand. So for this you need practice. So you need to select the problem from exercise problem, and you need to try. You need to think. Okay, it's not coming immediately. Okay, uh, so these types of problems you need to uh, think and then you need to do. So for this you need to practice, enough practice. Without practice it is very difficult. Okay, so second problem, if x plus iy equal to cos of u plus I, prove that subdivision 1 1 plus x whole square plus y square equal to cos hv plus cos u whole square. Okay, and one more thing I want to tell you about the assignment. Okay, so try to do in a separate mode if possible. Okay, the assignment problems if possible. I'm not compelling you. The reason is there is no need to take a photo of all the problems. So I think there are 35 problems. So you need to submit any 10 problems, but you need to do uh, out of 35. Suppose I solved 5 to 10 problems, remaining 25 problems you need to do in your notebook. But you need to take a photo of any 10 problems and then post in the GCR. I will create in the GCR. The reason is there is a waste of time taking the photo of all the problems. So that's why I don't want to see all the problems now. If you once you come to the university, if you have a separate note, then you can submit that assignment to me. Okay, so okay. That's why I want to tell about assignment. You can submit the assignment. Harshavardhan, what is your doubt?
Yes, sir. Sir, is there any specific last date for this assignment?
Yes, yes. After Diwali. Okay, huh?
Okay, sir. It means after 4th.
After?
4th of November.
Yeah, after 4th of November. So
Okay,
maybe today what date is 29. So 6th we will fix. Okay,
Okay, sir.
6th fix பண்ணிக்கலாமா?
Okay, sir.
Okay, 6th November is the last date, but you can submit only 10 problems in the GCR. But you should do remaining problems in your notebook. And then once you finished, you can start the exercise for hyperbolic functions automatically. Okay, so you need to try to solve some other problems. You need to practice, because now I am taking hyperbolic function. Still, if you are in the previous exercise, you can't learn the next topic. So you should finish quickly that one and then come to hyperbolic functions. Okay. And one more thing I want to tell about a book. Okay, first I will tell. I think Gogulnath. I think I sent the Hachike Das. Whether you
Yes, sir.
received the book, Hachike Das. So in that book, whether you know where is trigonometry? So which chapter number is what? Anybody please tell quickly? So it came. So இன்னும் யாரும் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி கூட பார்க்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஆன்சர் வரலையே. So chapter number 25. Okay, so you can this is actually 25 is You can see here hyperbolic functions. So please search in this book. This is very useful book. This book is useful for the 4 semesters. Suppose even if you have the 5th semester also, it is useful. So, and one more book I sent to you, that is Grieval book, that is also useful for minimum 4 to 5 semester, not only for this semester. So this is book contains so many problems. So example, exercise problems. So please read in your free time. Okay. And the expansion is also there. Okay. So please go through these 2 books. Okay. So now I'll come to the problem. So if x plus iy equal to cos of u plus iv, prove that subdivision 1 plus x whole square plus y square equal to cos hv plus cos u whole square. Subdivision 2. Subdivision 2 is 1 minus x whole square plus y square equal to cos hv minus cos u whole square. So now I'm going to prove the first one. You should try the second one. So what is given here? X plus iy equal to cos of u plus iv. Okay, so cos of u plus iv. Right hand side, cos of a plus b, cos a, cos b minus sin a into sin b. So this is equal to cos u. The cos iv. Cos iv is what? Cos hv minus sin u. Sin iv. Sin iv is I sin hv. So okay, now compare the real and imaginary part. So from this we have what? X is equal to what? Okay, this is x plus iy. I will write in the next page. X is equal to cos u into cos hv and y equal to minus sin u into sin hv. So now take the left hand side of subdivision 1. What is the left hand side of subdivision 1? Please tell any one of them.
1 plus x square, 1 plus x the whole square plus y square.
Y square. Okay. Thank you. So this is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square plus y square. Okay. So now substitute the values of x and y here. Okay. So now 1 plus 2 into x. What is x? Cos u into cos hv plus x square. X square is what? Cos square u into cos h square v plus y square. Y square is sin square u into sin h square v. Okay. So now, okay, once you write this, you go to what I need. So I need, actually this is equal to what? Cos h square v, cos square u plus 2 times cos hv into cos u. So then only I can write in this form. So, so you should keep it in your mind. So if you have cos h square v and cos square u and cos hv, cos u, you don't disturb. Remaining, if you have sin square or sine h square v, you should convert. So now you should tell which one I should keep. 1, okay, plus what about this term? Whether will keep as it is?
Yes, sir. Keep it.
Yeah, because cos u, cos h v is here. Okay, so that's why I need to keep. Okay, plus again cos square u, cos h square v
Yes,
also.
sir.
Yeah,
Keep it.
yes. Okay. What about now sine square u? I need to write what?
Convert it 1 minus cos
1,
square u.
yeah, 1 minus cos square u. Okay, how to write sine h square v? Cos h square v minus sine h square v equal to what? 1. So sine h square v equal to what?
Cos h square v minus 1.
Yeah, cos h square
V
v,
minus 1.
yeah, minus
Minus
1.
1.
Yes, correct. So you know you have enough practice. Okay, sine square u equal to 1 minus cos square u. So that's why you told immediately. But these relation you are studying only last 2-3 days. So that's why you are not telling the answer. But I know that. But you should read. You should practice more. So here I'm using the relation cos h square theta minus sine h square theta equal to 1. Okay. Now I need to multiply and then simplify. Just this is equal to 1 plus 2 cos u into cos hv plus cos square u into cos h square u and then multiply.
Sir, cos square h. Sir,
சொல்லுப்பா
hello.
சொல்லு
Cos h square v, sir.
ஹியரா
Yes, sir.
ஓகே நான் இங்கேயே மிஸ்டேக் பண்ணியிருக்கேனே. Okay. So now multiply plus 1. Okay, thank you. Wow. 1, sorry. We get cos h square v. Cos h square v minus 1 minus cos square u into cos h square v and then plus cos square u. So you can cancel this term and this term. Okay, and then you can cancel plus 1 and the minus 1. So what is remaining? Cos square u plus cos h square v plus 2 cos u into cos h. So this is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab. So cos u plus cos hv to the whole square. So similarly, subdivision 2. Similarly, so try to prove. Okay, just I will write we can prove, but you should try to prove 1 minus x whole square plus y square equal to cos hv minus cos u whole square. Okay. So I think we solved 2 problems. Now third one. Third one is if x plus iy equal to C into cos of A minus IB. Okay, find the values of subdivision 1, x square divided by c square into cos h square b plus y square divided by c square into sin h square b, and the subdivision 2, x square divided by c square into cos square a plus minus y square divided by c square into sin square a. So here they don't give proof that it's okay. We need to find the value of this. Okay, solution. So x plus iy equal to cos c into cos of a minus ib. So which is given here. So c into cos of a minus b formula, cos a cos ib plus sin a into sin ib. So this is equal to c into c into cos a into cos hb plus sin a into I sin hb. So I sin a into sin hb. So the real part, okay, what is left hand side? X plus iy, yeah. Okay, the real part in the left hand side is x, the right hand side is what? C into cos a into cos hb. Okay, and the y, that is the imaginary part. Here the imaginary part is c into sin a into sin hb. So now once you got this, it go here. So here x square divided by c square cos h square. The denominator will have hyperbolic. Okay, the denominator will have hyperbolic. So x divided by c into cos hb equal to cos a. Okay, and y divided by c into sin hb equal to sin a. So I need to find using the relationship between cos square a plus sin square a. Okay, and square, just to square and add. So this implies x square divided by c square into cos h square b plus y square divided by c square sin h square b equal to cos square theta plus sin square theta, cos square a plus sin square a equal to 1. So we proved the first part, x square by c square cos h square b plus y square divided by c square sin h square b equal to 1. So similarly, from these two relations, the denominator is here what? Circular functions. So, and here have minus. Okay. So x by c into cos a. Okay. So x by, okay, I'll write similarly x by c into cos a equal to what? Cos
HB.
hb. Okay. So, and y by c sin a equal to,
Sin HB.
yeah, sin hb. So now you know the relationship between cos hb and sin hb. Okay, so cos h square b minus sin h square b equal to 1. So x square divided by c square into cos square a minus y square divided by c square into sin square a equal to cos h square b minus sin h square b, okay, equal to 1. So that's a proof. So now practice problem 1. Okay, whether I okay. So first practice problem: if cos of alpha plus I beta, okay, is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Prove that sin square alpha equal to plus or minus sin theta. So this problem is similar to which problem?
Sir, today's first
First
problem.
problem,
Yeah,
sir.
today first problem. Yes. So I think you know the method. Okay, so you should try. So you should try, and if you get the answer, you will get the confident. So that's why you need to solve more problems. Okay. So next one, next problem is yeah, this time. Depending upon the time, you can choose. Yeah, you have time. So prove that prove that 1 plus tan hx divided by 1 minus tan hx equal to cos hx cos h2x plus sin h2x. So here I'm going to take the right hand side. I'm going to prove the left hand side. So I feel that is a little bit easier. Okay, suppose if possible, you can take the left hand side and then you can try to prove the right hand side also. Okay, so now what is cos h2x formula in terms of tan? Anybody?
Two cos h square theta minus 1.
Okay, first I will ask you what is, suppose if you don't know cos h2x in terms of tan, first you know what is cos 2 theta in terms of tan. So please tell.
1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta.
Yes, that's if you know this formula, then you can get it this formula. Okay, so already I told you you should derive the corresponding hyperbolic functions. I don't know how many of them done it. So those are the preliminaries. So if the preliminaries is strong, then you can solve any problems. So theta equal to ix. So replace cos 2ix equal to 1 minus tan ix whole square divided by 1 plus tan ix whole square. So don't depend too much on me. Okay, என்ன depend ரொம்ப depend பண்ணி இருந்தேன்னா கஷ்டம். So you need to try something. So 1 minus tan ix. Tan ix is what? I tan hx whole square divided by 1 plus tan ix is what? I tan hx whole square. So please tell what you are getting from this. 1
1 plus tan.
Sorry, 1 plus I square is minus
Yes,
minus
sir.
minus plus tan
Tan h square x
yeah, tan h square x divided by
by 1 minus tan h square x.
1 minus tan h square x. Good. Okay. So I am going to use this is equal to, instead of cos h2x, so the left hand side I am don't write. Okay, what is the left hand side? What is cos side? Cos 2ix. Cos 2ix is what? Cos
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 h2x.
yeah. So and hence these two are equal. So these two are equal. So instead of cos h2x, I am going to write 1 plus tan h square x divided by 1 minus tan h square x. Okay. So now I am going to erase these things because I think if you whether you wrote in your notebook, if you wrote, then I will erase it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Similarly, sin h2x. So can anyone tell? Now I am expecting
Tan 2 tan h
2i
theta.
tan hx upon 1 minus tan h square x.
very good, very good. Yes. 2 tan hx divided by 1 minus tan h square x. So suppose if you don't know, already I gave the formula sin 2x equal to 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x. So here you should substitute x is equal to I theta, you can get it this one. Okay, now, okay, sorry. So now I think the denominator is same. So 1 minus tan h square x. The numerator is 1 plus tan h square x
hx
plus
whole square.
denominator. Numerator.
Yes, sir.
The numerator is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So 1 plus
1 plus tan hx whole square.
yeah, tan hx whole square. The denominator you can write a square minus b square. So 1 plus tan hx into 1 minus tan hx. So after cancelling one of them, you'll get final answer is what? 1 plus tan hx divided by 1 minus tan hx. So this is the, actually this is right hand side equal to this is equal to left hand side. Okay, va? So we'll go to the next problem. The next problem is solve seven cos hx plus 8 sin hx equal to 1. So any idea to solve this problem? I need to find the value of x.
Start with some identity.
Sorry,
Start with some identity and get there.
identity. Yeah. So directly you can replace cos hx in a formula. You know, what is a formula for cos hx?
Cos IX.
No. It is better to use e power x plus
E power minus x by
2. Okay, va? So plus 8 into sin hx is what? E power x minus e power minus x by 2 equal to 1. So now you can cross multiply by 2, you'll get 7 e power x plus 7 e power minus x plus 8 e power x minus 8 into e power minus x equal to 2. So from this 15 e power x minus e power minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, or you can write and the next step you can write this is what 15 e power x minus 1 by e power x minus 2 equal to 0. So throughout multiply, take e power x and then cross multiply, otherwise throughout multiply by e power x, you will get 15 into e power x into e power x minus 1 minus 2 into e power x equal to 0. This is nothing but 15 into e power 2x minus 2 into e power 2 minus 2 into e power x minus 1 equal to 0. So let us take e power x is equal to some t. So let us take e power x is equal to some t. So then you will get what? 15 t square minus 2 into t minus 1 equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. So you have, it has two roots. So t equal to minus b. What is minus b? So minus of minus 2, you have plus 2. Plus or minus root of b square. B square is a 2 square 4 minus 4. A is a 15. C is a minus 1 divided by 2 into A. A is a 15.
Sir, simply we factorize it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can do by any method. Okay, I know how to solve these types of equations. So okay, you can factorize. Okay, va? So if you tell the answer, the method here, okay, va? That is good. So to solve in the quadratic equation, okay, you are telling the method. So everybody knows that method, okay? So if you multiply by minus 15, if you add minus 2, okay? So that everyone knows. So you should tell the answer for, okay, the method for those who don't know the method. So if you tell, then you are good. So 2 plus or minus 2, this is what? 64 divided by 30. So t equal to, this is 8 divided by 30. So this implies t equal to 2 plus 8 divided by 30 or 2 minus 8 divided by 30. So we'll get what? T equal to 10 by 30. 10 by 30 is 1 by 3, or to have minus 6 by 30. Minus 6 by 30 is what? Minus 1 by 5. But what is t? Or t is what?
E power x.
Power x. Yeah, e power x. E power x is equal to what? 1 by 3.
1 by 5.
Yeah. So now e power x equal to minus 1 by 5. Okay. So, but we know that e power x is always positive. Okay. So that's why e power x, this value is not possible. Okay. So this implies e power x is equal to 3. Since e power x is not equal to minus 1 by 5. So from this, you have what? X is equal to log 1 by 3. So you can stop here. So if you have a calculator, you can find the value of log 1 by 3. Okay. So if you have log 1 by 3 is what? Using calculator, if you know, you can tell. Anybody? Okay.
0.47, sir.
Is it correct?
Sir, minus 0.47.
Minus log 3.
Minus
Minus?
0.47.
Minus 0.47. Okay, so I will check it, but I don't have the calculator now. Okay, so it is better to write x is equal to log 1 by 3 is enough. Okay.
Sir, we can write it as minus log 3 now, sir.
Yes, sir. Log 1 minus log 3, sir.
So you can write x is equal to
Log 1 minus log 3.
log 3 power minus 1.
Yes, sir. Log 1 minus log 3, sir.
Log 1 minus, okay, log 1 minus log 3. Okay.
Log 1 value 0, sir. Log 3 value
Yeah.
0.471.
Yeah, okay. Log 1 is 0, so minus log 3.
Minus 0.471.
Minus 0.471.
471.
Okay. So thank you for your answer. Okay, so everybody please check it. If suppose if you don't get this answer, if you got different answer, you can. I think this is correct. Okay. So next problem, I will give you a practice problem to you. So similar to this type, practice problem 2. Okay, solve 5 cos hx minus 3 sin hx equal to 5. The same method. So try to get the answer. So actually I noted down the answer is 0, x is equal to 0 and 1.384 for this problem. So please check it. If you don't get it, please you can post in your answer in your in the WhatsApp group. I will check it. Okay. So now the last problem. Still we have 5 minutes. Okay. Problem number 6. I think it is 6. If e power z equal to sine of u plus iv and z equal to x plus iy, prove that 2 into e power 2x is equal to cos h2v minus cos 2u. Okay, please tell the idea now. How to solve this problem? If you tell the problem, your idea, then okay, then if anybody.
Sir, we can substitute cos h2v, cos 2u values.
Cos h. Please tell once again. So I will give you 2 different methods, okay? But I am going to do one method here, okay? You should try the second method. The first method is substitute z equal to x plus iy, okay? So then e power x plus iy equal to right hand side, right, using the formula sine of a plus b, sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, okay? And equate the real and imaginary part. And then get this answer. So depending upon the requirement, you should get the answer. So that's all. So this is the first method. The second method is, little bit easier method. Okay. For this you can use e power z. Z is what? E power x plus iy is equal to sine of u plus v. So similarly, you can write e power x minus iy equal to what? Sine of u minus iv. If you multiply these two, you will get what? E power x plus iy.
E power 2x only, sir.
E power 2x. Directly you can write e power 2x. So I will do one more step. Okay. So here also multiply by 2 sine of u plus iv into sine of u minus iv. So here the left hand side is what? 2 into e power x, here have e power x, here have e power iy, here have e power minus iy. So you have e power 2x. So what is the right hand side? You should apply which formula? 2 sin a sin b. 2 sin a sin b is what? Cos of a plus b. Cos of a plus b is what?
Two u.
2u. Okay. But here you have what? You have 2. Okay. So if you change, I will take this is a.
Sir, sir. 2 sin a sin b is equal to cos a minus b minus cos a plus b, sir.
Yeah, 2 cos of a minus b. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So A minus B is what? A minus B is 2IV.
2iv.
Yeah. Minus cos of A plus B. Cos of A plus B is, if you add this one, you'll get a 2U.
2u.
So you'll get the next step, you will get the answer. So 2 into e power 2x, you'll get cos 2IV is what? Cos H2V,
H2E.
yeah, minus cos 2E. So we got the answer very quickly here. But in the first method, it will take time, but you need to try. The first method I already told that. So if you understand, you can tell what is the first method. Any one of them, please tell how to do it. Okay, again I will repeat. So you should substitute z equal to what? X plus iy. So e power x plus iy equal to sine of e plus iv. So from this we have what? E power x into e power iy. So I should write sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. Here the left hand side, the real part is what? E power x into cos y. Imaginary part is what? E power x into sine y. Here also you should write the real part and the imaginary part. And then we need this final answer. So from these two equations, you need to try to get this equation. So this is the idea. So now you can try. So I'll stop here. Okay, I think I gave 2 practice problems, and this problem also you need to try. Otherwise, I will do this method the next class. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.